Alright, so I'm about to go in and surprise my dad and wish him a happy Father's Day. This is probably a little invasive for him, but we're gonna give it a try and see if he likes it. My dad, Rodney.
Oh, okay. How you guys doing? Yeah, hold on one second. I'll be right back.
I'm right here. Happy Father's Day!
You know how to do this right.
And your balloon because you deserve it.
Okay, we have a balloon all down.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Love
You too, okay? The dad is a leader in this department too, so you know that.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. He's really the real deal. Okay, Dad. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Love you. All right, so Operation Surprise was a success.
There was a father in the video. I didn't even notice. Did y'all see that? Something about a father and love, a relationship. I didn't even realize what was going on. But that was sweet of her to surprise her dad on Christmas at Walmart like that. Or whatever holiday it was. It might have been Thanksgiving because I seen a whole bunch of yams. She knew what she was doing wearing that dress. She knew we was going to be looking. And why whoever filmed her only got full body angles? This is all planned out, if you ask me. They definitely trying to come up off Home Depot clout right now. That must be the spot. Either that, or Home Depot is putting all this shit out for promo. Lowe's better start up an OnlyFans or something. I wonder if Shaq gonna slide in her DMs too. And you know them coworkers ain't never gonna stop asking him about his daughter. Ever. He looked like he trying to hurry up and get rid of her before Peter from Plumbing come by. But I appreciate this woman showing love on Father's Day. Somebody find her at so I can discuss how much I appreciate her appreciation.
Yeah, y'all ready to chop? Yeah, roll that intro. Pull up with the stick, yeah. She said she wanna be up on my team, but she can't love me, yeah. Really, she don't want a man, she want a gummy bear. Now, shout out to the brother Crank Lucas. His commentary after the video, I think he hit it on the head, yeah. And if you haven't watched the last video about her needing your validation, some of what I'm about to say, man, that makes sense. So again, you really want to start off from the top because I like to be as biblical as I can be in this modern day world. So we're going to do precept upon precept. So with these videos, it'll be video upon video, lesson upon lesson. So and it'll carry us over into the next one. But anyway, as a father, see, the woman can't speak about this. A woman is going to try to say and tell you her point of view. Well, she did something nice for her dad and da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to tell you like this. As a father, if that were me, and that was my daughter coming to my place of work, whether it's my office, whether it's a Home Depot, whether it's McDonald's, wherever it is I'm working to provide, to maintain, sustain, and grow the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? If she were to come and do something like that to me, dressed like that, with a camera or somebody who deliberately is to follow her around, I would be highly dishonored and embarrassed. You know how many guys after that are going to be inquiring about his daughter? Maybe not to his face. But come on, man, we all been in the workforce before. We all been in the workplace. Hey, dang, you seen so-and-so daughter? Wow. Now this guy could be an honorable worker. Get a lot of respect around there. Dude come in, does his job. Man, he may even do other people's job. You know, you always got that one solid OG at the job who been there longer than anybody, who put in his time, who really do the job better than the people above him. You know, and everybody respects him. This man strikes me as one of them because she had to go look for him in the job, which means she was running around busy doing what he's supposed to do. And you can kind of see the awkwardness in his body language when she comes to do that. So then ask yourself, brothers, was it for him or was it for her? Now the women will call us narcissistic and all that. I'm gonna tell you like this, boy, we ain't really heard that word get that much place since a woman picked it up. We never called them narcissistic, we just called it for what it is. She needs some attention. She may be an attention whore. She has to be validated by X, Y, and Z. Now let mama know she got them cakes out. Now I can see and even hear a lot of women and even some simps of a man saying, well, you know, when she think like that, she just can't hide it. First off, brother and sister, this woman wasn't trying to hide it. It ain't like she was dressed modest. You know, sometimes people think that just because it's not showing a lot of skin that it ain't modest. Man, that thing look painted on, bro. You ain't hiding nothing. I can see the dimples in them cheeks. It ain't modest. Never mind the length. So again, it ain't that she's trying to conceal it. To even point out the fact that, well, you know, she built like that, so no matter what she does, the thing is, she's not trying to be modest. Nor is she trying to cover it up. Nor is she in a job or burqa or sorry or anything. See, if she was in one of those things, then we can start. Cause I've seen some of them women from the motherland, Africa, different countries over there, and they dress modest, and you know they thick, they thick. They just can't help it. But you know what though? Whatever they wear, you can just see it. But you can tell that was not the intent. That's different. And as men, we like that. Cause see, where there's a will, there's a way. Think about how many women we just now recently discovered had a body. Like, before Brad got pregnant, no one knew Brad was packing like that. What them people that who say, well, even when you try to conceal it, this woman was able to conceal it for over a decade. What about Janelle Monáe? Man, I don't endorse the new stuff she's doing right now with the agenda, you know, showing her tatas, but, I mean, they're great looking tatas. Everyone can see that. And they caught her on the beach, and La Mama, she has a body. She got a body. But she was able to hide that again, going on a decade. No one even knew. So when the women and some of these simp men say, well, you know, if she think like that, she can't. Bro, listen, man, you was probably raised by a woman, dog. Raised by a woman, and it shows. That's something that Amber Rose's son gonna say. See, when we get to talking about the nature of a woman, understand that not a lot of that changes, bro. And if you've never been privileged to be in a house full of women, but still maintain and be a man, there's just something about that you're gonna be missing out on. See, when I came home, I had stayed with my little sister for a minute, and man, it was like a house full of TNA running around. I mean, bro. And I got to observe today's modern women from a close-up angle. When they get dressed and ready and all that, it don't be for them. It's for the reception. Now, the reception makes them feel good. They'll just tell you that I'm doing this for me. You are. Because you need the validation. See, I've seen women get dressed and put on a face full of makeup and an outfit that hug they hind parts and don't go anywhere. So when a hubby or when they baby daddy or when they boyfriend call and ask them, well, where you about to go? They say nowhere. What he don't know is that the new going out is going live. The new form of going out is going live. They don't have to anymore. Even with prostitution, they ain't gotta work the strip if they don't want to. They don't have to. They can get right in their beds, get themselves ready. Cha-ching, cha-ching, bling, bling, bling. So men, you need to understand as hunters where you can find some of your prey at. See, our man ain't understand this. So though he talking to her and she getting dressed and all that, he talking to her via, you know, face chat or whatever, not knowing that physically she may not be going out. But virtually she about to be everywhere. And again, it's for the validation. See, the woman gets it. Why put up more energy and spend more money and more time when I can get the same results, if not more, exerting less force? See, if she was to go out, which they still do from time to time, but if she was to go out, then she gotta either drive or have a Desi driver or Uber or Lyft. That's money. Cha-ching! Unless somebody's paying for it. She gotta get to the spot, fight through traffic, wait in line, get the section, get in, whatever. It becomes an ordeal. Sometimes they don't want to do all that. And what if she just want to bag us up or get some validation, some hearts and some likes from the comfort of her bedroom? Well, she can. Now again, this woman in this video was able to take something that was for her and dress it up as if it were something for him. And a lot of women will do this to you today, man. They'll do something for her and make it seem as if it were about you. It was not about you. It's about her. And that's why I tell you, like the last video, you'll know what moves her. If you go on her page, whatever you see, whatever she posted, that's what looks good to her. That's how she thinks she looks best. If she didn't think so, she would not have posted it. And it's not that we don't like to look at yams, cakes, and all that there, right? We just saying be real about it. So yeah, we like to see it. But as we get older, it's just like fast food to us. You know how you go by your favorite fast food spot, you smell it like, man, it smell good. But in your mind, you're like, I ain't gonna do it to myself because I'm getting older. My dietary needs is changing. My body is changing. I can't keep putting and consuming the same thing I did when I was younger because it don't hit the same way. That's how it is with a lot of women today. You know, men, as we get older, it's like, yeah, we gonna, maybe do a double take or look a little bit like, yeah, she packing. But how we would consume it back then in our younger state, we're not doing that anymore, bro. Because it's just unhealthy. You know, you get it while it's hot, it tastes good, it's gratifying, whatever, but, you wake up. Man, sometimes you eat that stuff and then an hour later, you run into the toilet. Okay, it's the same way with today's modern woman, bro. Look good on the outside, smell good, taste good, but very hollow, lacking in any nutritional value, any sustenance. And it's gonna be draining you. Cause see, when you run to the toilet after eating that fast food, it's draining you, bro. 1, that's time. 2, it's energy. 3, it's things leaving your body that should have never went in there. You have to then have water leave you as well, which you need. It's vitality. It's what, 85% of your body is made of that. You know what I'm talking about when you go to Taco Bell or something like that, You grab you something real quick and easy. You seen the commercial, you seen the sign and it look good. And then the moment you eat it, like, oh man, I know I shouldn't have done this. Alright, as we get older, we just be saying to ourselves, you know what, I'm not gonna do this to myself, dog. And you just watch the commercial from afar if you choose to look at it. You look at the sign, i.e. modern day woman, from afar and you see, yeah, she cool, but I ain't doing it. If you're doing it for you, you're doing it for you. Like I see, if women started noticing that the women online who was posting pictures dressed modestly in a library or something was getting all the interaction and all the likes and all of the propaganda and being promoted to the forefront, guess what they would do? Guess what they would do? Exactly. Just that. In the same way, we see a rise of all the BBLs and everything like that. Why? Because the women who got pushed to the forefront, who got all the likes, who got all the attention, i.e. validation, had the same thing. We seen the lip injections, the lip fillers. The black woman used to tease the Caucasian women and say they want to look like this, but then the black woman turn around and went to go get it too because they got influenced by the influencers. See, that woman make it seem like she can't be influenced, bro. When you go on her page and you can tell exactly, you've been influenced by the world. And to a real man, we can spot that. She can dress it up all she want to and say she a good girl and all that, but sweetheart, I could tell that you still need this validation. I could tell you may got a lot of freak up in you. You ain't fooling nobody. When I was growing up, one of the things that we would spot was the camel toe. Back then we was like, yo, look at that. It was a big deal, kind of, because you didn't really see it that often. So when you seen it, it was like, yo, look at that. But as I grew older, and as I'm still growing older, that's one of the most disgusting looking things for me now. Namely because more than her booty being out, the camel toe is almost 99% deliberate. One, you ever watch a woman get dressed? A modern woman get dressed. When she put on a pair of jeans, when she put on that skirt, she stands in the full-length mirror and she looks back at it. Now, throughout the duration of her day, she can't see what's back there. She wants to see what they're going to be seeing. Otherwise, you wouldn't put so much emphasis on your hind part, your backside. See, when I clean my car, typically the focus goes into the front. Cleaning the grill, making sure it's spiffy and all that, because that's what they see first. But with the woman is opposite. She's going to put as much emphasis, if not more, on her backside. She's going to make sure them things is pulled up just right or pulled down just right to expose just enough. And she got to turn around and look back at it so she can see what we will be seeing throughout the duration of her going and coming. It ain't for her, it's for us. And again, the camel toe, being that it's in front, before that woman leave the house, Man, I had a homie, bro. And his girl used to come to work. We all worked at the same spot. And she was older than us. Man, she used to come to work with that camel toe punching out of those yoga pants. And every day, he'd fuss with her about it. And she would act airy and oblivious to the fact. Whole time, all the guys back there in the locker room, in the tunnel, they talking about Lil Mama Camel, cause it's boo, you can't miss it. Especially she ain't got no no kicks in the back. Most girls who got the camel toe in the front ain't really got the kicks in the back on average. And she was one of them. And that was like the main attraction for her. And so every day, even went to work, her camel toe would be busting out. She know it. She see it every time she used the restroom, pull her pants up, wash her hands. She see it, cause it's right there. It's looking at you like we was looking at it. You can't miss it. It enters the room before the woman does. One of the reasons why the women in the Bible were going to be dressed modestly is because, you did not want to cause a man to stumble, because we now know that if you even look at a married woman, you've committed adultery. If you look at her with the idea of, wow, then you've committed adultery. And I've already told you, man, when you see it, you can't unsee it. You see it. So the only thing that the women could do is be respectful of that and not put it out there. But today's woman doesn't care. She wants to be an object of desire, and they don't know when to turn it off. So much that now you got grandmas. They can't be grannies anymore. See, we grew up with grandmas. They weren't trying to be seen. They were felt. You felt the presence of your grandma. And then when she was called to rest, you felt her absence, bruh. Today's glammies, yeah, man, it's bad, bruh. Again, that's the cultural influence that we live in. They've all been under the influence. They are all acting under the influence, bro. And you need to realize that. Oh, my girl, she just wears that because it's for her. It ain't for her. And sometimes it don't even be for you. It's for them. She don't need your validation anymore, my brother. She got it. And she got you. Or she can dress how she want to when she leave here. I don't care, mister. That was my thing back in the day. I was like that. I wasn't really one tripping. But I also didn't have the highest moral fiber at the time. But if this woman's going to be representing me, everything must be honorable. And she can't come in here doing her will and mine. She can't come in here serving her purpose and mine. She can't come in here with two masters. She gonna love one and hate the other one more. So if you out there seeking the validation from the community, the village, how will you then be able to focus on what I'm building? And that's the problem with a lot of today's women. They can't build the communities because they're too busy seeking attention from it. And the moment you bring it out to them, this for me. Let me ask you something. If we get hit with an EMP or a nuke at any given day, and I mean, quite honestly, with the stuff taking place in society now, that's at any moment. Now let's say social media is offline. We can get on IG for like a day or so because it was down or whatever. Let's just say that, the modern world as we know it stopped. And now we got to go out and pillage and break into gas stations and all that for food and the entire nine. You think that woman gonna be dressed like she dressed now? See, if it was for her, and that's something she had to do to, just exude her woman status, then she'd be doing it then, but she's not. Her hair gonna be looking all kinds of crazy. She's not gonna bother with the makeup. When she get dressed, she ain't gonna be looking back at it. Why? Because at that point in time, nobody would care. Nobody would care. And when nobody cares, why bother? If nobody gives you the attention, the feed, why bother? What's so bad now is that our generation of women are being aged out. I mean, if you are 25 and older, you need to hang that up. Because there's always a new generation. The young 19, 18, 20, 21-year-olds coming in let you know, auntie, you need to sit it down. They're going to tell them before we do. But our generation of women don't understand that look at me industry has a very short shelf life. Very short. Add to the fact that everything that's on social media is perfect. So she's trying to take a picture. She's trying to take a video of her twerking with a stiff booty. Yeah, it may be fat, but it's stiff. She got rolls now. Like I told you, no woman at 30 will ever look like she did or as good as she did when she was 19, 18, 20, when the world was at her feet. Like that man said, at your best, find the best. Because otherwise, you're going to have to settle for the rest. But modern day women have not understood that their shelf life is not like ours. And unless you are aging into motherhood, unless you are aging into wife status, unless you're aging into all of those great things that the Bible says are wondrous things, she'll be aging out. Again, why I say that if that woman has not been able to be a wife, she has not dedicated her life and her servitude to Yahshua, if she's not a wife, then anything that she is a failure. And understand this, someone will be like, well, I'd rather serve Yahshua by myself than not be married. Let me tell you something, if you couldn't make it with the natural, if you could not obey and oblige and upkeep and uphold ordinances to the natural, what makes you think that you will be able to do it with the supernatural? If you couldn't do it with the visible, what makes you think that you're going to be able to do it with the invisible? To whom much is given, much is required. What you can do, men, to kind of curb this scourge of attention-seeking women is just stop giving it to them. One, how much more naked can they get? I mean, let's be honest. How much more clothing can they lose? And I'm not telling you when you see it not to like it. Look, it look nice. Yeah, it look good. But I'm not about to heart it. You don't look that good. And if you know who you are, men, and value who you are, then nothing she does from the first-hand experience will be worthy of you even liking it. She needs to earn even that. And see, the issue is that by the time you get with her, everything's been given unto her. She didn't earn it. She didn't work for it. So now she feels like, well, wow, I gotta earn it with you. The last guy liked it. Maybe this your second time around. And now you're telling her, look, the first time was free. The second one ain't on me. She'll then turn around and see, well, you didn't require anything of me the first time. Why now? Because when you tell her that she has to earn it or work for it, now most modern day women don't know the first thing about all it. They've never had to work for much. Or they may be afraid because then they know that if they have to work for it, maybe they may give up the gist that they may not be worthy of that which they claim that they want or that which they claim they deserve. So again, men, if you got a woman and she's doing some of the things we described today, hey, look, bro, you may want to double down on that or just let that go. Because one thing about attention and fame and notoriety and validation, that high is stronger than any type of pharmaceutical that they have created. And the thing about it is she'll never get enough of it. She will never get enough of it. Look at Steph Curry's wife. Aisha Curry, she got to be one of the dumbest bras this side of the Mississippi. Has a man who is highly desirable, but she wants to be desired like he's desired. See, she got her own will. Has a man who has all of the money that they can think of, but she wants her own money so that she can impact and inflict her own will. This man already has fame, but she wants her own fame. But what is she famous for? She's famous for being the wife of a famous person, but that's not good enough for her. And the entire time she's running around making him look foolish and herself stupid. Don't be like one of those guys. Us men, you know, especially if we're in the world, it's like with a broad like that, yeah, we'll hit them, but we're going to send them right back to their husbands. I'm not saying now, I'm saying back then, before we came into the knowledge of the truth. Yeah, we'd hit them and send them right back. Same thing with Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen's wife. Future hit that and then sent her right back to Scottie. Told her, look, you been with him how many years? I got how many kids? You need to go back. Why would he do that? He has all this young tender at his will and beckon. So again, men, to wrap this up, if your woman is out here and we can see what she working with, and you bring it to her and she say it's for her, and she do it for her, I'm gonna tell you, bro, she don't do it for her. She do it for us. And if you don't see that, by the time you find out, bro, it may be too late. Love y'all, man. Take it easy. Up with the stick, yeah. She said she wanna be up on my team, but she can't love me, yeah. Really, she don't want a man, she want a gummy bear.